Game number 4 is starting right here in the CC Masters Cup round of 16. It is Yumiko versus 120, who's rejuvenated. He went to the hospital earlier, but he didn't stay there. It was just, I don't know, a checkup or whatever they did to him. He feels better. He feels in shape to be playing this round of 16. This qualifier alone is about $2,200, so a lot of money on the line. And we start on Northern Isles. Yumiko back to the scene for 4 months now, qualified for WGL. But can he threaten 120? That's the question.
2 very pleasant surprises here at the beginning of this game. Fopo with 10 subs gifted. Woohoo! Thank you very much, my man. And 120 playing a ghoul build. Hello, what do we have here? Yumiko himself has been playing very peculiarly, I think, in this matchup the last couple of months. He's playing this MK first style 1 base, and wouldn't you know it, it's MK first again from him. Normally, when human plays this always means tier 1 expansion, but Yumiko, most of the time, plays it with a tier 2 tech instead. So, 120, he's playing the Lich first.
Yeah, baby.
Against the MK first. This is like Zerg Mirror in StarCraft. This is like knife fight in a phone booth. Like, this is all out aggressiveness. This is pretty cool.
Haven't heard that expression from you. I like it.
They say it all the time though in StarCraft. But I didn't come up with that, I'm afraid. I should have stolen that credit though, but no, people would have realized. Anyways, MK Stormbolts around though is always a thing, and Lich not the fastest hero, not the tankiest either. So this is kind of a dangerous game for both these players early on. Of course, we don't have water elementals for tanking either, meaning even more damage will be suffered on the human side. And then with Nova coming in, this could be super scary.
Yeah. Also, no coil, no unholy aura, bolt surrounds. Definitely a possibility. Lich, pretty squishy. Frost armor will help with this, but that means less mana if he chooses to go for the frost armor. Ooh, the aggro is still on the ghoul.
Yeah, this is so annoying that this bug is still in the game.
Yeah.
But whatever. Ghoul survives. Both heroes here will be hitting level 2 early. When you go Lich first, you really would like to go for Dark Ritual, because it's great for mana sustain, and once you get level 4, level 2 Dark Ritual is actually kind of insane. Along with +4 intelligence, of course. But against MK, you have to go Frost Armor, right?
I think so too.
It would be insane to skip Frost Armor.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, it's 120, we never know, but he is not going for Frost Armor, Remo. It is Dark Ritual.
Knife fight intensifies.
Yep.
And Yumi is playing the expansion here this time around with a lot of peasants. He wants to make sure this expo is coming up. And it looks like 120's pressure is a little bit mistimed. He went for the green camp instead of going over for harass right away. This green camp didn't really give him anything other than the gauntlets. But he's got the Novas now. Well placed, can do tons of damage. Goes for the creep blast hit actually. MK with that doesn't get the level 3. But with all these skeletons here, should still be able to get it. And the ghouls are coming in. Scroll the beast popped. MK wants to get the level up for the level 2 clap. Patiently waiting, but he's not getting the kills.
Oh my. What a control by 120. Here comes again the Nova. That's a double kill right here. Lich is about to surpass the Mountain King in XP. Here we go. Surround. It is working. TP out right away. Almost getting a level 3 Lich from it.
That this was a lot of experience though. This was tons of experience for the Lich. But now, not having a TP anymore, has to go for the Telestaff, I guess.
Yeah. The Scroll of the Beast was used as well. He gets another worker. Trades it for a ghoul, okay. But how is he supposed to expand now? He has 3 workers on wood. He's still expanding, but tower into shop, into expo. This is so late. 120 is teching, it's the graveyard, it's the crypt, it's a good old ghouls and Garg play.
What the hell? Crypt seems to be a little bit late. Looks like his macro was a little bit off. Lich Ghouls Gargs
Yeah.
against human.
Yeah.
A player's
You know what I was talking about earlier? Is he gonna play seriously or not? I mean, it's actually pretty effective so far.
Yeah. He definitely expected an expansion from Yumiko, and I guess once he saw the Mountain King, he's like, okay, no anti-air at all. I harass you, I delay you, I attack rather fast, and then overwhelm you.
If you can cancel the tower, this would be a massive deal. MK waiting in the shadows, opting for the bolt surround. Maybe. There it is. Stormbolt. Easy surround. But there's a staff. Is it enough?
No.
Is it enough?
What
Okay.
the hell? The trap of Yumiko. Yeah, trap card activated. That worked flawlessly. Using a Stormbolt to get closer to level 4. He's losing more and more ghouls. Like, 1-0 is in trouble.
Yeah. That Cloak of Shadows, man.
It has
You've
become
been
a very
telling us,
good
Liam.
item.
You've been telling us how good it is. And now, like, 1-0. What can he do? And this is all about timings.
A player's
These
forces
Gargs are supposed to keep the towers from coming up, keep on massing more Gargs, and then break the base at a certain point.
How beautiful is this cloak now in combination with the clarities? He's regenerating mana, he can't be attacked, there will be Stormbolts, he's gonna get this Gargs out of the air without having real anti-air.
The tech is extremely late though for Yumi. He's still not on the way to tier 2. 1-0 is remaining on tier 2 himself, massing more and more Gargs.
What's
4
the
Gargs
critical mass
already.
of Gargs now?
Yeah, like 4 should be enough to cancel this tower, maybe.
This rifle
With
is
instant
coming.
repair, that's a lot of peasants. That's a lot of repair.
Yeah, and shifting the focus to the workers. Get some XP and do at least some damage, but the guard tower, he will finish. It will finish.
MK's coming in. Full mana. Very strong. Put the guards back up. But it's only one guard tower in the main. With a high enough number of Gargs and Ghouls, you can absolutely still breach this main base. So Yumiko needs to reinforce with units that can shoot up in the air as well. And that's going to be rifles with the blacksmith here finishing very soon.
At the expansion, there's only an arcane, so with good control, he can get some damage done, forcing Yumiko to spend his resources on nothing but repair. But here's Stormbolt. Still not willing to go for it. Well-timed retreat as well. So
Lich
Lich
is back. Sacrifice the
finally.
skull. Yep, and that means counter expo. MK gets 1 kill on the Garg, but doesn't even get the experience for it, so not even that valuable.
Still no tech, right? We are 8 minutes 45 into the game and the human just refuses to tech with no anti-air unit on the field. Okay, now he's the first one against mass air.
1-0 keeps on creeping. And wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Level 4. Ah, shit. No, wait. Wait. Level 4. +4 intelligence, baby. Oh, yeah. And is he going Dark Ritual too?
Not skilled yet.
And Dark Ritual 2 is super value. You get so much mana from skeletons or from anything else. But also, Frost Armor can be very helpful. So
now that,
tough decision now for 1-0.
now that Yumi is transitioning into rifles, maybe Frost Armor is better.
A player's
No,
forces
it is.
are under attack.
I mean, Dark Ritual is better, but no. Frost Armor it is. 2-1-1 build.
Expansion slowly getting saturated here by 1-2-0 with the Lich level 4 plus the Gargs. It's hard for Yumi to move out, especially with how much he's been getting pressured in his bases, sending up more towers, getting his defense up more sturdily. Yumiko is one of the few humans who still likes to expand, tech, excuse me, at the expansion. He's not teching though.
Yeah.
He's going into upkeep on tier 1.
Tier 1 and 1 production building. It's not double racks or anything. He must... What? Like, isn't he floating in gold? No, not really. Building a couple of towers.
He's gonna get the heal scroll here. That's very important if he actually does want to push.
Yeah.
MK
When
still
so
full
OP,
mana.
not even necessary to attack.
Sell the Scourge Bone Chimes right away.
A player's forces are
Okay, he's not transitioning into Knights this game.
So here's the second barracks. I like that. This is like...
Seriously, all in pushing tier 1.
What
What is this game?
It's a standard Lich Mountain King game, Remo. What are you talking about?
Into 2 base tier 1 mass rifle all in. Yes, sorry. We saw that actually earlier. How could I forget?
She's plenty of it. Yeah. Well, Yumiko is always special. 120 is always special. So this is what you get. Creepjack Inc.
Nova coming in towards one of the rifles. Every kill here is worth a lot, especially for experience. Lich could easily be getting surrounded over here. Stormbolt, surround, but he has the staff. This time Bash, Clap, excuse me, will not be enough damage to force the kill.
Gargs have no upgrades, by the way. It's also not
Nice.
working on them.
Why is
Transitioning
Yumi
into
not
Fiends
transitioning,
instead.
dude?
Use. Huh?
Why is Yumi not Okay, now he techs. He goes to 55 supply and then techs. This is so weird. Everything seems so awkward.
11 minutes 50 tech.
1-0 is himself on his way to tech up to tier 3, however, of course.
Gargs almost caught off guard. Thank you, IKDE, for the 5-1 3-sub.
Oh, that creepjack. That one's gonna hurt. Lich is ready with the Novas. Of course, Rifle easily are able to deal with the Gargs. But still, some kills could be going 1-0's way. Fiend gets devoured for a lot of mana there. Knew that one was dead anyways. Eats it for more mana, for more Nova. Finding more kills on these Rifles. Of course, no priests here to heal them. Also, no... what's it called? Long Rifles either, by the way. Oh, Lich in a bit of trouble here. He's surrounded. There is more coils, though, and more mana with more Dark Rituals. He has one more Nova. There it is. More kills. He wants to get that level 5 here before having to leave. Oh, he actually walks out. Stormbolt is ready, though. And he dodges it with the TP. And gets level 5.
Wow. 1-0 knows exactly how long he can stay there. Yumiko maybe a little bloodthirsty to get the kill. Lost a lot in this. Fed the
If he
Lich
had
up to
Dark
level 5. Eh?
If he had Dark Ritual 2 now, he could just spam Novas like crazy. Guys, look at that level 3 Nova. Look. Look. Oh! And that's only the first of many.
Yeah. Mountain King is close to level 5 as well. Or did he actually get it during the TP? No. 2 experience missing. With only level 1 coil, Lich is still snipeable.
are under attack.
Especially when the number of rifles is rising. DK has level 2, got the aura, and finally level 5 for the MK.
Tier 2 should be finished soon as well. Yes, it is. So question is, Blood Mage or AM second? You really need that mana support for the MK. And Pally third would usually be the play. But this is Yumiko, man. Like, who knows what he's gonna do.
See at tier 2 finally? Yes, he is. So,
A player's forces
Is
are
it the
under
tavern?
attack.
Is he going for a tavern?
Blood Mage it is, for now. He's also pretty low on resource. He's losing a lot of gold to upkeep. 1-0 is not. He has 1,000. Okay, now he's breaking. But he was banking 1,200 gold.
The town is under
Yumiko's gonna get the cancel at the expansion on the slaughterhouse. This is the second slaughterhouse though. Another one is already finished in the main. TP coming in. And Yumiko...
Pops
He
the
doesn't have a
scroll.
TP himself. What?
Well, that explains the scroll of protection.
Isn't he gonna lose everything to just Nova?
Well, Lich was a little bit out of position, but he's catching up now. Does he even have boots? No, but the aura is helping. Nova into the back, and there's at least 2 more.
Yeah, there's no way you can force through this. Pure rifles, no priests, no tier 3. It's just...
How fast did this DK get to level 3?
This was not a very smart attack, Yumi. I'm sorry, but yeah. All right. Even before the Blood Mage. But the Blood Mage, honestly, wouldn't have made that big of a difference. Like, the Blood Mage gets attacked 3 times by the Orb, Coil Nova, and he's dead.
Oh, Remo, you will love what you see in the Altar of Darkness.
Oh. Crypt Lord Third, boys. I do love that. I do indeed.
Okay, Coil, Nova, Impale. That's a pretty sick combo against Rifleman, and he's able to go into double Slaughterhouse Abominations. Doesn't have the Disease Cloud yet, if I'm not mistaken, but boy, this is gonna be a ton of damage. Yumiko, you need to do something, and he's just on double barracks, no casters. On the way, okay, there is casters now. Sorry. Tech on tier 3 is coming.
1-0 bought that Row of the Magi, by the way.
That's expensive.
Not something we see very often, but is of course a good item, and he's got the double base to support.
Warsong Battle Drums for Yumiko. All of a sudden, big damage boost.
And something to keep in mind here with the marketplace. Given enough time, most likely the Khadgas Pipe will become available, which is sick for both these armies.
And enough energy on the DK. And the first with Disease Cloud finished, coming into 1-0's army. We have a Shade scouting the tier 3, scouting the priests. Takes him quite some time to get this mandatory rebirth done, but it is Helm of Valor. Decent for the Pit Lord's survivability, I guess.
I'm really surprised we don't have a Banshee house just yet. Like, he's sitting on 2 bases for such a long time, he could comfortably transition into temple units. But no, it's just Fiends and A-Bombs so far. Which don't normally fare too well against the tier 3 Inner Fire stuff.
But it's a, what is it, 20 supply advantage? Yep. And 5-3-2 heroes. And good inventory. No TP. Oh, there's a TP on the Death Knight, sorry. Destroyer push. Going for the Arcane first, so the mana doesn't get burned. Nova on the workers. Yeah, this is fairly easy. He's hiding in the back of the base now. Super hard for Yumiko to engage.
Yeah. He's really missing an MK, a Paladin, excuse me, right here. MK greets him with the clap. There's no statue here, actually, so he might be able to whittle this down with AoE over time, and 1-0 says, I have achieved what I came to do. TP's back. And knows about the top left expansion, by the way. He saw this earlier with the Shade, so could go there right away for the cancel, or for the kill, I guess. And looks like that's his plan.
Yeah. One Direction, 1-0. Rebought the town portal, still 300 gold. So rich with this expansion. He might even expand for the 3rd time as well. He's building a next Acolyte.
Yeah, smart positional play. Easily chewing through these towers. And Alchemist 3rd for Yumi, for AoE healing, I guess. Okay. But he just doesn't seem to have big enough of an army.
No. And there's no Griffin Aviary or something, right? So it's just Riflecaster, maybe Knights. But we don't see that either. Trying to get rid of that Impale with Siphon, but it's only level 1 Siphon.
Also no Orb of Fire just yet. Impale comes in. Priests, once in range, totally get destroyed. And the Nova. The level 3 Nova against the rifles, dude. That slow lasts for 8 seconds. AoE from the clap, though, is really good. The Fiend's starting to drop a very low heal pot on the MK. Keeps him healthy. And look at that damage. The Fiend's in serious trouble now. MK has another mana potion. A lot of stuff is about to die on both sides over here. Clap one more time. Siphon coming over. More mana for the Mountain King. Has a Stormbolt as well. Has plenty of spells still to use. DK's out of mana actually for 120, and the Undead finds himself in trouble suddenly.
Oh, 120 wants these kills. Gets one Rifleman, gets another Priest, level 4, another... Oh, the pity! The Crypt Lord is down. Did he transfer the TP onto him? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! There's no way out except running, and there's so much mana still. Stormbolt on the Lich, trying to get us around, healing on him. He's trying to staff out. There's something to cancel it. No. Man, Bandage would have been great, but he was out of mana.
That MK though. Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
How much
What
damage did he deal?
Such a carry.
Risky play there by 120, giving over the TP. That almost cost him the Lich as well. Trying to save the Crypt Lord, but gets away with a black eye there. In the meantime, bottom right, he's expanding himself, and Yumiko finds it out by scanning there with the Crystal Ball, realizing now that he's in deep trouble.
Oh, he cancelled the Inner Fire for some reason. Along the tech. It's coming up only now. He's waiting for it, kind of. Oh, the Blood Mage. 3 XP away from the so important level 3.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. And that is a big game changer. Yeah.
But Yumiko lost the Expo. 120 confirms that it's still down. Main gold mines, 1,600 and 800. Wow, it was 800 gold harass somewhere. Well, he killed a lot of peasants.
Marketplace time again. What do we have?
Big mana, another rogue, claws,
Ancient Django.
ancient Django.
He's got 30% additional movement speed now. Opted for the level 2 aura on the DK as well.
Yeah.
I think especially for Yumiko, playing against Yumiko makes sense. Like, Yumi wants to invest all into Clap. He doesn't care about Stormbolt focus in the late game. Especially for the beginning parts. But this MK, what's the experience on him? Oh, okay, I thought he was going to be closer to 6, but he's not really, actually.
Orb of Fire now, but hard to use on melee heroes. Once again, no TP, just one invul. Cancels the tower. We have Acid Bomb and Heal Spray, by the way. Oh, the clap. The clap, the clap, the clap.
Yeah, pretty
But
good
how
damage.
to get out now? He can't move back. He can't TP. It's a 15 supply lead, but, I mean, there's a Mountain King.
Bloodmage needs to start to get to work here with the Siphon. Here comes the first one. Stormbolt Siphon combo to eat up all the mana, but the MK, he's dropping low. He's dropping really low. Invul transferred. MK survives, for now at least. Heal Spray coming in as well. Big Impale from the level 3 Crypt Lord. More claps coming in as well. Siphon the Blood Mage. He has to win this fight for Yumiko with the mana superiority. But more and more Dark Ritual coming in. A-bombs being eaten. More Novas hitting the human backline. 51 supply left only for Yumiko. He has to win the fight right here. He has to win the game right here. Otherwise, it's over. He's getting more kills, but the hero still in a bit of trouble. MK far from level 6, still getting focused now. Coil defensively though. In the meantime, level 6 for the Lich. The ultimate, of course, wouldn't do much here. Eats the A-bomb, hits the Nova. Everything's hurt. Impale follow-up, triple kill, quad kill. Everything's dying. GG and 1-0 for 120.
Damn, he was shaking a little at the end of the game. But yeah, what an unusual game, what a weird game. But the favorite prevails against the Mountain King odds, and with this level 5 Lich and the best fight position possible, Yumiko moved himself into a trap there that he couldn't get out.
Yeah, I guess he was under the gun though. I guess he had to make something happen quickly. He couldn't drag this game out anymore with having lost the expansion top left. But I think more than that, like the biggest issue was his late tech. It was so ridiculously. If he has a faster tech, he has a faster tier 2 and a faster Blood Mage. With that, he has faster level 3. Then he can go to tier 3 faster. He has a faster Alchemist. He has faster Inner Fire. Especially Inner Fire was missing severely in that first big fight. But 120 finds apparently a pretty good counter to the Yumiko special. The MK first. This is pretty rare to see nowadays. We saw it from Romantic a couple of weeks ago against Happy. But other than that, nobody really plays it, aside from Yumi, who plays it all the time. And 120, yeah, he's apparently ready.
Okay, gonna be Gonna be a fun game too, I guess. Yumiko's map choice is Concealed Hill. 120 is already in the game. Yumiko is one of these guys who does take his time and watches the replay most likely to see where things went wrong.
Also pretty bold play by 120 not transitioning into Banshees, right? He easily had the time on multiple occasions to go into Banshees.
Yeah.
It was probably just him saying, nah, I just need A-bombs. That's all I need.
Yeah, working really well for him.
And I'm oftentimes a person who questions going level 3 Clap over level 3 Stormbolt against Undead, against Night Elf and Orc, obviously you want Clap. But here you could see, if the MK actually gets to the Fiends, it is really good damage over time. Yeah, it's going to take you like 5 claps or something to kill them all, but with a Blood Mage that can work, and with mana pots. But against A-bombs, yeah, killing them with Clap, that takes a while.
Yeah. Maybe the level 3 on the Blood Mage was a little too late for this. We saw it working nicely in the last fight, but if he has Siphon 2 in the second last fight, definitely a game changer.
Yeah, in the top left, if he has Inner Fire and Siphon 2, he probably holds that expansion.
Yeah. Not sure why he cancelled that. If that was a misclick, that was a big misclick.
No, it was done already, but the A-bombs killed it.
What? They killed the Sanctum?
No, the expansion.
Ah, yeah. But the Inner Fire wasn't ready. He cancelled the Inner Fire upgrade at some point.
Ah, that's what you mean. I thought you meant canceling the expansion.
No.
Yeah, that was, I guess, a misclick. Whatever the case, 120 with a strong comeback in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that ambush out of the shadows with the cloak to kill the Lich, that seemed like it was going to be Yumiko taking the mid game.
Yeah.
But 120 counter expanding, something that is rather special to him, meaning that Happy, the other top undead, will basically never do this. But 120 certainly a wider array of strategies to choose from, as we saw in the first game. That was completely non-meta. Map 2. Are we going to have something like that again?
CH it is. Yumiko versus 120 map 2. Will we see the third clean 2-0 of the day after Focus defeated Fly and Lin defeated Sock? We'll see. The 4th best player in the world against the 13th best player in the world. How does Yumiko have a positive stats against 120?
I mean, he kind of quit in... When was it that Yumi quit?
16?
Yeah, maybe he got a lot of these wins, like 2014, 15. Before 120 was that good, maybe?
Yeah, true. Or they met in WGL qualifiers and 120 was trolling. Hard to say.
Yeah. Or maybe it was the good old tanks meta.
Oh, yeah. Ah, we love that.
Didn't see that from Yumiko. Some players like Romantic still do play that. I heard actually that the tank meta is all the rage against Night Elf nowadays on Twisted. Terranauts, excuse me.
What? Oh no.
Yeah, that's what Lolai told me. That's the best strat nowadays.
Oh, well, against the strong warden, it does make sense.
MK first once again. Yumiko special. We have the ghoul build by 120. Lich again. Okay, the repeat.
Lich versus Mountain King. So what did we learn from game number 1?
It is a lot of aggressive potential from both sides. A well-timed attack towards the expansion can be brutal, but the Lich can always be threatened with a Stormbolt surround and also be killed if he's not protected by a TP. But it did, after all, seem to come down to the expansion. And this is a hard expansion map, even with AM. Yeah. Even if you're only facing DK. But if you're playing MK against Lich, like, I would recommend a tech instead of an expansion here, honestly.
I don't really know how he wants to make this work either. But, I mean, it's Yumiko. He has his special ways. He might know what to do. He always was different. And coming back into the scene, keeping that ideology of making things work his very own way is nice. It's refreshing. Same goes for 120 nowadays. Playing more Dreadlord, playing more Lich. Why no Cryptlord first, I wonder?
How beautiful it would be if it was playable. Actually, it has been played on ladder recently, quite a bit from Side, Infi, and some guys, but yeah. Competitively, we haven't seen it work yet. I have thought about my boy, the Cryptlord, like what would have to happen to make him, you know, viable as a first hero.
Yeah.
And I think 2 changes already might make him viable. First, increase movement speed to high movement speed. And second, remove the invul duration in Impale.
Okay.
Especially the movement speed is the big deal in the early game, of course.
Don't you think it has to do with the beetles early on, that it takes so long to get them running?
Yeah, that's also problematic, but then you're reliant on the beetles. You know,
Beetles.
freaking beetles.
A player's forces are
Lots of haste and Tome of Intelligence for 120, who is counter-expanding.
He's in fact proactively expanding. He was the first guy to do it, which is really interesting. What is going on? Yumiko is not expanding. He's teching.
Oh, wow. Would love if he plays Dragonhawks now and kind of plays the way that 120 was on game number 1 with mass air harass to show him how it's
player's
done.
forces are under
Yeah.
attack.
But then again, it's Dragonhawk. Thank you, Savage RTS, for the Twitch Prime sub. Are you influenced by the Macho Man? Take that nickname. The cream always
The cream on the
rises
crop.
to the top. Ooh yeah.
It's always a very powerful creep route on Concealed. The 3 camps outside your base, basically. The Ogre, the Green, and the Natural, that's level 3 always if you get all the last hits. So both of them achieve this. The MK and the Lich. There's a Telestaff on both heroes, by the way. Ooh, that's a good clap. Juicy, juicy against the ghouls.
He's unwilling to surround because I saw that, but he loves to clap. And this is a triple kill on the ghouls. Stormbolt. Oh, can he get both? He's trying to TP out, getting this one saved. All right. Ooh, that hurt though.
But it's also TP gone. It's the MK low HP. And so committing in for another attack against Lich and Nerup Tower is very dangerous. And it's a long time before TP becomes available. So yes, he killed a lot of ghouls, but how can he follow it up? Tier 2 expansion could be an idea. That seems to be the safest option.
Yeah. No blacksmith yet, so it's not going into rifles immediately. Waiting at the tavern.
Is he going Alchemist? No,
Okay,
Blood
moving
Mage.
away from it. Blood Mage it is.
1-0 is expecting the expansion here in the top as well. That seems to be the most promising follow-up transition in the mid-game here, but Yumiko is not doing that yet. Footies are ready to go for an Acolyte Hunt at the expansion, but all it takes is 1 Lich to kill all of those guys.
And he is level 3, so level 2 Nova. But we see the Nova aggressively. 2 peasants down immediately. Third one eaten by ghouls. But they will get wrecked for this as well. 1 might be safe. 1 will be safe. 2? No.
Ghouls, though, pretty expendable if you're on 2 bases, especially. Zero is continuing to creep, getting closer to that ever so juicy level 4. But here come the footies into the Acolytes, and the tech has started, so losing these Acolytes will hurt quite a bit.
Yeah, the Necro is not finished. He's taking care of the tower first. I don't know if that's the most impressive thing. Oh, the clap. What a position. Hits all 5. But the Lich is here. Oh, low mana. He has 1 Nova. Siphon comes in. He has no mana to fight against these footmen now.
Player's forces are under attack.
Out of nowhere, this push looking surprisingly good. MK more and more mana for him. The clap is so effective. And the Lich didn't get out a single Nova just yet.
The Stormbolt Siphon combo was so good. Clap again. He's even building a shop for more mana. As he's kind of dry now, but as long as he keeps the Lich away from Nova, I think it's fine. Ghouls take care of these workers, so the shop will most likely not come up. Stormbolt Surround is not done. Staff is on cooldown, is it? No, not close. Oh, the ghouls are hunting this worker. Job's almost done, but not yet. Siphon coming in though.
Oh, that shop, dude.
Wow, he finishes it.
Town is under siege.
But Garx could be coming. He's tier 2 now, and there's like 0 anti-air with his human army. 1-0. He's got a lot of resources. He's not spending it.
Yeah.
Goes tier 3. That basically means he gives up the expansion.
That was...
Maybe there was no saving it anyways. It's so many footies. This is looking like King's Pro TV, man.
I haven't heard this guy from this guy in a while. Is he streaming on Mixer or something? One of the big acquisitions by Microsoft.
Yeah, he must have been very high up on the list.
Ninja, Shroud, Likings. Fitting.
All right, I don't think 1-0 saw this deadly attack coming. Neither did we, really. Just with a whole bunch of footies.
And he can mana up now with the clarities from the shop. This is so nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 12. It's a full group. And it's seriously Griffin Aviary. Tier 2 Griffin Aviary.
Hell yeah. Shredder as well, by the way. Oh, that's a lot of footies. That's a ton of footymans.
Thank you, Globe Trotsky, for the 14-month resub. I'm back. Glad to have you back.
Oh, that cast is also a big deal. The statue is prevented for so long. Staff in from the Blood Mage. No TP, by the way.
Nope, but double staff. So he could give up on all the footmen. Just wants to save his heroes.
Clap is pretty good against ghouls, guys.
Yep.
Pretty good. Oh, Lich getting Stormbolt. Surrounded. Has to TP. One Nova before.
Does Siphon not cancel a TP? Ah, he didn't skill it yet. Oh, Stormbolt! Right clicks! Kill with the clap! How good is this spell, Remo? This spell is so good! And Yumiko takes the map off of 1-2-0 in this round of 16 with Footman Mountain King domination. No expo, just a regular attack, regular creeping, and then a very unregular push with 12 footmen. That's how easy it is. Human tier 1.
That was pretty funny. Just one full control group of footies plus clap. Let's go.
Twisted.
Oh, wow.
What?
Third map twisted. Like, I sometimes am of the opinion that humans are a little bit too concerned about twisted against undead because I think it's still playable. If you play AM, but how do you want to play MK on twisted?
Yeah.
It is theoretically possible. You could go for like the null camp first and take your time with the expansion, but it's not really convenient. And if you don't spawn close to the merc camp, I'm really surprised this isn't the pool.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I mean, it's Yumiko. No, it's 1-2-0. Like, I mean, it's Yumiko not banning this. So he might have a special plan again.
So what did he veto? Like, 1-2-0 definitely vetoed Tyrannus. And most likely Echo. So Yumi vetoes AZ. Okay, it's also a bad MK map. And LR. What? LR is worse than Twisted?
Yeah, I don't know, Remo. I don't know.
I'm enjoying this series, though. This is
yeah,
a complete breath of fresh air. This is not at all what this matchup looks like normally.
I'm enjoying this. Yumiko again taking some time. Thank you, Lord Helmi, for 50 months of subbing. 4 years, 2 months. Glorious. Thank you.
The winner here, by the way, will be playing against the winner of Meteor versus WFZ tomorrow. So most likely WFZ.
Yeah. Undead Mirror boys. We haven't heard any results except from Happy, who defeated Pink 2-0. I didn't expect Yumiko to win a map, but very promising for WGL. We do have a lot of human there. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nilael, for the 4-month resub.
You're not ready yet, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Just in time. Yumiko still not there. Muff is saying, after like 15 years of Archmage Fast Expansion versus Undead, this feels like opposite day. True. True.
Yeah, the last WGL, the meta was completely different. It was all about AM 1 base tier 3 rush.
Yeah.
And nowadays, most players are playing fast expansion again, it seems. But, you know, Yumi's Yumi. So he's always got his own little thing going on.
I don't think Infi and TH will play this.
I
mean, it
think
would fit their style as well.
Maybe on one map, throwing in a curveball MK I could see, but not for most of their games.
But especially this 10 to 12 footman style, I can definitely see it working for them. I wouldn't be too surprised if they pick up on it, but since it's from Yumiko, Infi is never gonna play it.
There's definitely some truth to that.
Of course, I wouldn't lie to my people. Game 3, last game of CC Masters Cup before we go into Russ Brain Cup qualifier. 1-0 in the north, representing Newbie. 1 map for him. Yumiko still without a clan, spawning in the bottom left. Also 1 map. So, will he go for the lap? I don't think so. But this could be harassed with a quick undead hero rushing over.
Yeah, it's once again weird, man. It's once again Yumi. So the altar is not facing towards the lab, so it doesn't look like it's a lab creep.
Yeah.
But it is a power build altar after all.
Yeah.
Which is very unusual. Is it MK? It is MK. Okay, so he's gonna go for the nulls first. He wants to have a slightly faster MK so he doesn't get too many creeps stolen. That's the intent. 1-0, again with the ghoul build. Most likely, this could actually be a Dreadlord game. But it's a somewhat late ziggurat, so it's probably a Lich again.
Wow.
Is this just his build against human? This would be so cool. Imagine if like we had two top undeads. The one goes standard Ted Fiends, talking about Happy here, of course, and the other just is convinced that ghoul build is the way to go.
Yeah.
Or is he just doing it because this is online and because this is Yumi?
I think it's mostly because this is Yumi. Because he must be very sure that this is MK. And then he just prefers the Lich. Chat seems to be very sure of what's happening as well. Aside saying fast altar into null, orange creep into expo. We start with nulls. Clap first.
The clap is actually really nice here to reduce the damage. Especially the 2 wardens barely got out any serious amount of damage. So MK is going to be close to level 2 here very quickly. Ghouls coming out. What the hell? Lich with the Mercamp creep first. Is he going to go Shadow Priest?
Yeah. Wait. What is happening in Warcraft 3 2019?
Look at that Nova, dude. How perfectly he lines up the Nova to hit all 4 non-magic immune targets.
Yeah.
And he is going for the Shadow Priest. makes sense for a bit of healing here in the early. But this is a heavy commitment from 1-0 in the early game. He's creeping with 3 ghouls. That costs a lot of lumber. And he gets the early Shadow Priest.
Yeah, he's pretty much giving Yumiko an expansion or a fast tech. And it's an expo. Militia moving over. Lich gets level 2. Wind of Mana Stealing. Amazing against the Mountain King.
Getting backpack as well. Is he going for the expansion here again?
Again?
Again? I think so.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, so this time it's gonna be 2 base versus 2 base. As it
Ah,
seems.
cool. Oh man. What an... Thank God that 1-0 came back from the hospital to give us this series. What a player.
Oh. Maybe he changed his mind. He's not going to the expansion.
Yeah, there was also no Acolyte being built. Is he going for the second mercenary camp? No way.
A player's forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
these peasants don't really seem to be in the best shape to construct an expansion over here.
Nope. Pulls the back.
He's going to the second merc camp. He's actually doing it.
Dude.
Double
This is
Shadow Priest?
Foggy style.
Double Shadow Priest! Tier 1 only. What is this?
The ghoul brought the second Rod of Necromancy, by the way, so backpack still of good use. Dude, if he gets a mana potion here.
Oh, that scout from the footy, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's rushing the rock golem this time. Another Wind of Mana Stealing. He can prevent 2 claps with this.
1 kill each for the level up.
Here's the first
And
one.
both get it.
Siphon can't prevent the first clap. Slowed down Lich. Trying to block. Ghouls are about to die, but so is the Berserker for Yumiko. Still slow. He's losing every single ghoul, right? Gets the Berserker in the end.
Oh, these footies, though, also nicely stacked up for the Nova. Okay, they split up a little bit, but he gets 1 more kill.
He dodged that pretty nicely, actually. Footman standing around everywhere, never clumped up.
The text starting right now on both sides. This is looking like a Reign of Chaos game. Like, people don't know what the meta is. Just make some ghouls, get some creeps, creep up, go for bad heroes.
A player's
And yeah, this
forces
MK is
are
just
under
rendered
attack.
completely useless for the next couple of minutes thanks to this one of mana stealing.
I told you, even at the beginning of this cast, Remo, that Wind of Mana Stealing situationally can be a very good item, and 1-0 seems to agree. Boots of Speed, more harass.
Love the boots. MK is already under pressure. Going for the boots on the Lich intensifies that pressure. Wait, can he kill him?
Wind of Mana Stealing is not giving him too much. Doesn't have another Nova.
Can't quite kill him. Yumi went for his own Shadow Priest. That one's a big help right now.
So
Alright, I
great-
don't think I've ever seen a game like this.
No.
Just one base, MK versus Lich. Both are teching, nobody's expanding. This must be also very rare for these two. Like, this is about who can adapt better, who can improvise better. There's no way they have a game plan fully fleshed out for a situation like this.
And I feel this better for 1-0. Yes, sometimes he can be a little stubborn, but Yumiko, I feel he has this one game plan in its head, and he is just trying to get this to work, whatever the weather. Like, he's not going away from that game plan throughout the game. 1-0, if he feels like adjusting, he is adjusting. Can be a little stubborn as well, but I definitely see the better odds for 1-0 in that regard.
Is he gonna go for the third Shadow Priest this game? I don't know. He was thinking about the Berserker, but that one wasn't ready. Creeping up more are both our players here. It's gonna be level 4 for the Lich with a natural creep. MK, he is not quite gonna reach that level up, but it's gonna get close to it with the Merc Camp. Especially for the MK here. Big items to find. Sorry Mask, Root Bracers, Auras. 1-0's items so far have been pretty unfortunate. It's been mostly tankiness with gauntlets and ring. It's okay, but rather you want damage with the Lich. The pendant, though, makes up for it. That is certainly the best drop from that camp.
Flute?
And the level 4.
Yeah, flute for Yumiko and a Zeppelin. Time to drop the base? Or what? He hides it for now, or just forgot about it. Blood Mage again. Griffin Aviary far in the back. This will be hard to get scouted. 1-0. What's he doing? Slaughterhouse, DK. So, early transition into Fiend statues?
Well, I'm not sure that's exactly early, but yeah.
I mean, compared
Seems
to the games before.
Yeah, seems to be that transition though, and with the Spirit Tower up by 1-0 already, and with not having seen the MK for such a long time, I think he's expecting some kind of a base harass. This is also very suitable to Yumiko's style, has been seen by him plenty of times before. Wouldn't have been even too surprised to see a staff on the Lich in anticipation of this, but no, that's not the case. Zeppelin is flying in, and Acolyte kills here will certainly hurt. The tech is still quite a bit away from being done, and in we go.
Clap only hitting 2. Fast reaction by 1-0. Doubled Slaughterhouse, by the way. But yeah, as you said, there's not much to be done here. Ghouls are coming in. Leave the Mountain King on the ground. Oh, he scouts this expansion nicely.
What is the Blood Mage doing there?
Protecting his second base?
Hanging out with the broskies. Nice timing though. Harassment with the Zeppa in the main. In the meantime, the previously crept up expansion is getting set up now very soon. Staff on the MK makes his way over quickly across the entirety of the map for... Oh, the Lich though! That Nova on 5 peasants. That hurts. And the DK is ready as well. Coming in. More Rods of Necromancy at the ready. More coils. Also... Oh, and he cancels it. Oh my god. That is neck-breaking damage.
Yeah. We have another Wand of Mana stealing, so he can work a little against this Siphon, but there is one more clap. He sends the units back. Next Nova. Glencosan closer to 5. Clap once more, but Frostborn hungers, and he kills every single worker here. Only 40 supply for 1-0. Close to 5. This DK is with good micro dead. Ah, no. TP swap. Stormwall is ready now, but not getting a kill. So he saves the mana for later. 1-0 saved. Shadow Priest, Berserker, and 2 ghouls. And cancelled the expansion. But used the town portal.
Yeah, and one of our favorite things to do, comparing the gold mines here after the Acolytes have been remade, shows us that this was a hefty gold loss for 1-0. Which, what is this? Like a 400 in the mine, plus the 2 Acolyte having to be remade, so more than 500 gold is what this cost.
600 actually already.
Yeah.
Now, he's moving this Acolyte not into the mine, but to the right, where there's a new expansion. Flute for 1-0, who, by the way, has only 1 Fiend. But still,
big level ups for him, though. The Aura is already a really big deal for the DK. Lich now so fast with that, plus the boots, and gonna be level 5 here in just a moment.
Okay.
Eats a Ghoul, 4 mana, and now, boom, hits level 5. Level 3 Nova available.
Thank you, Minimum CJ and Juvia Loxer for sub and host.
Did you see that bug abuse with the power build, by the way, on Reddit?
No.
So if you micro it like very, very intensely, like with power build stop, power build stop, power build stop, you can create buildings much, much cheaper from the human side than otherwise doable.
Don't tell them. They're strong enough already.
A town is under siege.
I mean, you kind of have to stare at it for like a minute, though. You know, you can't look anywhere else. So it comes at a great cost. 1-0, running towards the main of the opponent, trying to distract from his expansion, but good fully scout by Yumiko again.
Players' forces are under attack.
And going for the red camp creep as well. What's the item for him? Ring plus 5. Okay. It's actually pretty good for the MK, but of course, compared to some of the other items, rather unlucky. He's not TPing back yet, dude. This level 3 Nova is no joke. Look at the peasants.
Yep. Oh, gonna die. Oh, jumping right on top of him with the clap. Totally understandable. Siphon coming in. The ghouls are very hurt. Nova hits healed scroll. Oh, yeah, that was sweet. Shadow Priest is finally dying. Okay, level 2 Blood Mage. He runs away. Saves most of this economy. And is he building an expansion now? Yes, it's already done. He cancels the expansion in the north. And he gets this position ready as well. Yumiko once again faring better than expected. Level 5 MK versus level 5 Lich. Who's gonna be the better carry? The problem for Yumiko is, I guess, the units, because he only has Footmen and Hawks.
And 1-0 is reinforcing with the Dark Ranger now. So silence against the Siphon is going to be a big help. Nova coming in again. No healing really in this army. This Lich, his damage is tremendous. And still so much Nova to use.
Yeah. And the statue providing mana. He could drop the pendant if he wants even more. He can eat skeletons if he wants even more. With Yumiko on 2 bases. Can he hold on more and more kills? So again, a paladin denied, but he's not even tier 3 yet, so... Yeah, Yumi. Heroes are not everything. Even if you have a Mountain King.
Players' forces are under attack.
These Novas. Ouch.
3 ghouls at the expansion to prevent the 2 footy harass. Love that. Calculate
Nice.
perfectly! Triple kill with this Nova.
Ouchie. It looked dangerous for 1-0 there, losing his expansion, but we forgot about his utter map control here. 1-0 looking so strong with his level 5 Lich. Oh, that clap also pretty damn good. Webs coming in against the Dragon Hawks, and the Lich is now dry. Okay, with no more mana there, the Lich in trouble again, but the coil is ready. Mana potion again from the Mountain King. Can he find that hero kill? It looks like it feels like he needs that hero kill. But good silence once again, preventing the next spells, at least for a little bit. But when the silence is over, perhaps 1-0 does have to retreat. More Siphon coming in, MK looking for more kills. Another big clap right there. Still so much mana to use. Why isn't he spamming the Stormbolt as well? Here it is, finally.
Constantly coils.
Lich is fast.
Good mana management by 1-0. Yep, everything is pretty fast. Slowed down. Silence hits, but doesn't do too much. Delays the next nuke, I guess. And that's time to damage this Mountain King defeat with the block. Oh, I don't know if that was intentional, but he kills the MK. And of course, without the carry, that's GG. 1-0. Losing a map, yep, but getting the win in the end. Pretty dominant performance in the end on Twisted. It was about to tip a couple of times, but he always found the answer. And Yumiko just stuck on tier 2 Dragonhawks. They don't do anything.
Yeah, against Fiends, certainly not. If he had gone for rifles, would that have been better? I'm not sure. Hard to analyze that game, though. That was so unusual.
Yeah.
Was very fun to see, though.
Yeah.
Somewhat one-sided towards the later stages, but yeah, non-meta play is always a joy to observe. And yeah, it looked for a while there like Yumiko was going to get the upset, but no, 1-0 makes it through. And with that, we'll be in the second round tomorrow against most likely WFZ.
Yeah, let's check this grid real quick. At least with what we have right now. There will be updated results later on social media, most likely. So, tinkering with it a little. Gonna make it smaller. There you go. Okay, here's the grid. Thank you, Liquipedia, for updating this. Infi most likely versus Lin. This is always fantastic to watch. Then we expect 1-0 versus WFZ. WFZ, like 1-0 is not the best mirror player, so maybe there is a chance for WFZ, who's been grinding games a lot. I've heard he's very motivated currently. Happy versus Focus, and most likely Lawlight versus Colorful. Tomorrow is a good day to watch Warcraft at noon.
And we're going to be back. Obviously, hopefully you guys are as well. But we're not done for today.
No.
We still have another event coming up, and that's the Rust Brain Cup Qualifier number 6. I think we're going to go into a small break, though, right? And get something to eat.
Indeed.